Good afternoon, everyone. First, I acknowledge traditional owners of the land. I pay my respects to elders, past, present, emerging, and my ancestors. To summarize, what's your main question? What's the relationship between race and the HIV incidence, and what factors contribute to non-adherence to oral PrEP exposure prophylaxis among men who have sex with men and transgender women in Brazil? Access to healthcare in Brazil is critically impacted by racial and ethnic disparities. Black Brazilians, a significant part of the population, face a severe health inequities due to the country's historical legacy of slavery. These health disparities are rooted in structural racism and social-economic discrepancies that have persisted since the colonial era, leading to worse health outcomes for Black compared to white Brazilians. Even with the Brazilian universal health care system, as US SUS, these racial disparities continue to preclude equal access to quality health care. Studies evaluating PrEP outcomes in Brazil have found that Black men's sex with men have lower PrEP awareness, PrEP uptake, and PrEP adherence compared to white men's sex with men. Access to PrEP in Brazil must acknowledge and address these historical variables and the existing healthcare disparity to achieve true health equity. Objectively, to evaluate HIV incidence and factors related to PrEP non-adherence among men's sex with men and transgender women from Brazil according to self-reported race. The ImPrEP studies was a prospective single-arm open-label implementation study conducted between February 2018 and June 2021 that enrolled around 9,000 men's sex with men and 540 transgender participants across 3 countries, Brazil, Mexico, and Peru. For this analysis, we consider data from 3,928 participants included in 14 clinics in 11 cities from Brazil. We used a Poisson model to calculate the HIV incidence per 100 person years and stratify by race. Additionally, we conducted 2 logistic regression models to access PrEP non-adherence, one for Black and Pardo or mixed Black and white individuals. We define PrEP non-adherence as having a medication pulsation rate, MPR, lower than 0.6, which is equivalent to less than 4 PrEP pills per week. The results, among participants including this analysis, 47 were white, 36 Pardo, 15 Black, 1% Asian, and 0.04 Indigenous. Most participants were cisgender men, median age was 29 years, low education levels were higher among Black and Pardo compared to white. Median number of sex partners was 5, and transactional sex was higher among Black and Pardo compared to white. HIV incidence was higher among Black and Pardo compared to white overall, and considering only those with PrEP non-adherence. We found racial disparities for PrEP non-adherence, which was higher among Black and Pardo than white. According to logistics models, Black and Pardo participants with less education and who engaged in transactional sex had higher odds of PrEP non-adherence. Transgender women and the younger participants aged 18 to 24 years had higher odds of PrEP non-adherence for all evaluated racial groups. In conclusion, we found racial disparities in both HIV incidence and PrEP non-adherence among men sex with men and transgender women in Brazil. Structural racism and social determinants had a significant impact on these health outcomes. In recommendation, address racial disparities in Brazil is paramount. Public policies that increase healthcare equity and accessibility, particularly for marginalized communities, needs to be implemented. Education and community engagement are vital in this aspect. This could include targeted education campaigns, improving access to healthcare for marginalized populations, and working towards eliminating structural barriers that contribute to health disparities. Together, we must foster social justice through collective efforts. And now we are deeply thankful for the participation and contribution of our research participants, Dr. Greenstein, Dr. Veloso, the ImPrEP team, and our sponsors. The combined effort, expertise, and dedication have been essential in making this research project successful. To broaden the discussion, is essential to understand that we are in a place of different treatment. It's necessary to recognize the racism. Marielle Franco. Thank you.